The boat, the captain, and the He's a Puff headlines. The scandal followed video evidence of Captain Mervyn Bruge indulging in an odd practice with a gun.
First thing I think is he's going to shoot the gull I've been looking at. Started with, so he takes a gun, sticks in his gob. That's sucking it, you know. You know, like when nurse like puts the baby's winky in her mouth to make it go quiet, like that.
Naval denial was swift.
Captain Bruge was on deck. He noticed his gun was dirty and he cleaned it.
For a while, that was it. Nothing was doing.
Until we rooted out startlingly new evidence from this man, Ben Fetch. For a year, he served under Captain Bruge.
A lot of the onboard drill were done in the nude, or sometimes just with jock straps. And he used to play loud music while we were doing it. Yeah, he made me shoot fire drill on his camera. You know, I was quite chuffed being a cameraman and all that. And strange thing, but you kind of got used to it after a while. I used to go to his office, to report to his office, and in the nude just kind of stand there like, and he'd be at his desk writing notes and whatnot, and he'd be humming little tunes to himself, and it's a bit weird.
Dress the penis!
The worst thing was first aid drill. We used to have to dress wounds, but it was always dressing penises, penis wounds.
The MOD. What will they say now? I'm going inside like a ferret with a tape. What did Sir Hugh Mahargs make about devastating new shots?
It is absolutely important for every man on board to be able to dress a penis wound. 93% of wounds sustained in naval battle are, in fact, to the penis.
I want you to take a look at this.
What is the point of that pelvic marching?
Two men marching like that present a much smaller target than two men marching like that.
Bruge often insisted that on man overboard drill, he was the one thrown overboard, naked.
One cannot be ashamed of what one's pulling out of the water. And if it is a nude man thrashing around, gasping for his life, one must not shrink from that task because one is abashed about his nudity.
But 2 months ago, Ben Fetch was fired when, on the first day of his transfer to HMS Bruge, he reported for lifeboat duty stark naked.
Force of habit, I suppose, isn't it? So that was me done. Court-martial in the slammer, you know.
On Watford, nakedness was applicable. But on Bruge, everyone was dressed, apart from Fetch, who was stark naked and seemed to be indulging in some fit of sort of anarchic clotheslessness, which cannot be tolerated.
Fetch is now unemployed, a victim of the gay boat and of Captain Bruge, who testified against him.
He was the one who said I'd spent all my time taking my clothes off and whatnot, and he gave evidence against me, and he was the one who told me to do it in the first place.
No explanation was given by the Navy or the MOD, but 4 days ago, Bruge was on shore leave, and I went on a nab.
Captain Bruge! Why are you being gay with your men?
What?
We saw you gobbling a gun like a man's cock. Ah! Get him!
You made a point that you say Ben Fetch was dangerously gay.
Yes, he's totally gay. Fetch is as gay as a window.
What's wrong with being gay?
Homosexuals can't swim. They attract enemy radar. They attract sharks. They insist on being placed at the captain's table. They get up late. They nudge people whilst they're shooting. They muck about. Imagine the fear of knowing you have a gay man on board a boat. When you retire at night, you think to yourself, God, will I wake up and find everybody dead?
Quite.
You can't run a ship like that.
No. So there is a good reason after all. Could have saved us all a lot of fuss if they'd told us that in the first place. Still, wouldn't have made such a good story. And maybe that's the point.